Thank you very much. Can I start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet and pay my respects to the elders past, present and emerging. Can I also acknowledge Julianne Campbell, the Federal Member for Moreton, Councillor Kim Marks, the Councillor for Runcorn, Lisa Sue, the hard-working President of the Queensland Chinese Orchestra, also Miss Jar on behalf of William Fan from Tyco, and also Mr John Shee, the new Director of the Queensland Taiwan Centre, and to all the other VIPs and dignitaries who are here today. Happy 10th anniversary to the Queensland Chinese Orchestra. It certainly has been a long and historic journey for this organisation. In 10 years you've had hundreds and hundreds of members, many of whom are in this room tonight, but there's been many more members, musicians, volunteers, fundraisers, teachers, concert organisers have all contributed to this fantastic organisation. And since its birth, it's grown from strength to strength, and it's really established itself as part of the fabric of our community. Everybody who lives in Sunnybank or Sunnybank Hills or this part of town knows about the Queensland Chinese Orchestra and the fantastic performances they put on. Especially, of course, the Taiwanese community. And as we've heard, we're coming up to double 10-day celebrations, so I'm certainly looking forward to those celebrations. There's always lots of things on the calendar, and I'll be celebrating with you as those come up in the next few weeks. And it's such a fantastic time as well to celebrate in Brisbane. I got up this morning, I walked outside, it's a beautiful day, beautiful spring day, not too hot, not too cold, and makes me really, really proud to be a Queenslander and a Queensland MP and to represent this beautiful area. And if you look around at what makes, I think, our part of Queensland and our part of Australia such a fantastic place to live, I think we've got a few things. I think we've got the weather, we really do benefit from fantastic weather. We've got beautiful environment, beautiful nature, beaches and national parks and that sort of thing. We've got great food, all of the great food is in this part of town, good schools, services. You know, we live in a country that's got great democratic values, but we also have this easy way of life. But there's one other thing that's vital, there's one other thing that's really probably the main thing about what makes it so fantastic to live here, and that's obviously the people. And who are the people who make up Australia and Queensland? Well, the fact is, if you're not an Indigenous person, you are either a migrant, or the son or a daughter of a migrant, or a granddaughter or a great-granddaughter, or whatever it might be. We are a migrant nation. And Australia was built by migrants. Australia, everything that we see around us, all the fantastic things that we have, acknowledging the fantastic contribution of the Indigenous community, but everything was built by migrants. Australia is something that we all built together. It's not something that you can take back. It's not something that needs to be taken back to go back to the 1950s or whatever people might be dreaming of. It's something that we all built together, and in my opinion is getting better and better. And the reason it's getting better is because people decide to come here, they decide to live here, open businesses, employ people, set up fantastic community organisations just like this one. So I have a bright hopes for the future. Australia, I think, is going to be a better place to live. Queensland will be a better place to live. And part of the reason for that is because migrants have come and settled here, and not least of which are the mighty Taiwanese community. If you look around Sunnybank, I just asked people to imagine this part of town if Taiwanese people had never come here. We wouldn't have Market Square, which would be terrible. You know, it would just look very, very different, and it wouldn't be as vibrant and fantastic. I'd like to think Sunnybank Hills Primary School would be the #1 state school in Queensland, but maybe not. I know all of your children are studying very hard, and that's part of the reason it does so well. So we should be grateful for what we've got here, and we should always stand up for it. And as the Queensland MP, I think part of that is my job to come here and let you know. Thank you for coming to Queensland. Thank you, or your parents, or your grandparents, or whoever it might be. Thanks very much.
Now, yeah， 我们现在进行第1轮摸彩，祝大家好运。
中奖者是 Tina Wu。